Hello! This video will show you how to determine whether an article you find through the Communication and Mass Media database is a research article. For an introduction to searching the database, watch video number 1. For more advanced tips on finding the most relevant results, watch video number 2. The results of searches in the Communication and Mass Media database may include sources that are not research articles. Research articles present the results of original research studies conducted by the authors. Research articles are usually published in peer-reviewed academic journals, but academic journals also include other kinds of articles, such as book reviews, editorials, and review articles that provide an overview of several different research studies conducted by people other than the author. So, how do you determine which of the articles in your result list are research articles? Start by looking at the abstracts and summaries of the articles. You can view the abstract by hovering over the magnifying glass symbol next to the article title in your search results. Sometimes you'll only see the beginning of the abstract, but it may be enough to determine whether or not the article is a research article. You can click on the detailed record or on the title of the article in your search results to view the full abstract. Abstracts from articles that present the results of original research are likely to include words such as hypothesis, study, data, measure, participants, or N, a number which refers to the number of participants. If you think an article is a research study, or if you can't tell from the abstract, look at the full text of the article itself by clicking on the link to the PDF file. Research articles include the abstract summarizing the article. The article itself begins with a literature review that describes and cites other research on the same topic. This section may have the heading Introduction or no heading at all. In this article, the author provides an extensive review of what organizational conflict and dialectical theory is as part of their literature review and introduction. Following this review, the author presents their research questions for the study. Keep in mind other research articles may reference their hypotheses or research questions in different areas. Following these research questions, the reader is given a full explanation of how the author conducted their research. This section is often titled as the Methods section. The Methods section is followed by a Results section that includes a statistical analysis of the data collected in the study. You will often find charts and diagrams and graphs in the Results section, as well as numbers and formulas. The next section of a research article provides an explanation of the results in a narrative form. This section may have a heading such as Discussion or Conclusion. It is usually easier to understand the discussion or conclusion than it is to understand the statistical information in the results section. Finally, research studies end with a list of references. If the article you find does not include these elements, it is probably not a research study. Keep in mind that research articles are written by scholars for other scholars. You may not understand every word of a research article, but you can still use it for your assignment as long as you can understand the main points in the introduction and the conclusion sections. If you can't understand the introduction and the conclusion, you should probably find a different article, but it's okay if you don't understand the statistical analysis in the results section of the article.